You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Duets After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Duets After Show.
Yeah, you can call us, you can tweet us live, you can do everything. What's up, guys? Happy time. Hey, everybody. We all know that Bing is for doing, and we are doing another after show for AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm JC, and this is Duets Season 1, Episode 5, and it is Hooray for Hollywood. It's movie night. That's right. So we get some of your favorite soundtracks sung on the duet stage. But before we go any further, a little shout out to the chat roll and everyone watching us at AfterBuzzTV.com. And if you're not watching us live, make sure to listen to us on iTunes, click and subscribe, tell a friend, because we actually provide about 30 different shows to you free of cost, and all we ask is for you to tell us what you think, because we all know it helps keep the lights on. But before we go any further, let me introduce our ridiculously awesome panel of industry experts.
You're listening
and
to the AFTERBUZZ TV
they are so
Network.
cool that we get the theme all over again.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Let us start with my ridiculously rock starly coiffed co-host right in front of me.
True. My name is Winter Rae. Thank you for having me once again.
I was actually referring to Stephanie, but it's okay.
Okay. This is Stephanie. Well, that's fine.
I think you can take the rock star title. I'm happy to give it to you.
All right, I will.
Well, Stephanie, Stephanie Wenger is our insider from, now you work for Movie Line magazine, correct?
No, Hollywood.com.
That's what I meant.
Of course, you're close enough. We're good. But yeah, I'm excited to be here as well. Stephanie Wenger, and you can find me at Stephanie Wenger on Twitter. So
excellent. All right, guys. And of course, we've got Ben Bottomley working the ones and twos. What's going on, Ben? How are you, buddy?
I am super excellent. Thank you.
Okay, you are excited. We're about to blow you away. We're going to bring you the heat, the fire, and the music you desire. Yeah, I made that up.
Right now, on the spot.
Totally.
Super talented.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. Hey, guys, so let's get into the episode. What initial thoughts? Just quick. What do you think? You said you were mad.
I was very, very upset. I think that the wrong person went home. And I have very strong opinions about that. We may get into them later. No, I feel that she shouldn't have gone home, that he should have. I think his attitude was negative. He just seems, I don't know, and she's just such a star, I think.
All right. We're going to save that. We're going to tease that because we all have some thought. Now, Stephanie, what did you think overall with the episode?
I was really excited for a movie theme night. That's right up my alley, honestly. So I was excited for it. It was a little underwhelming at times, but generally I thought there were a few good performances, and like her, I was a little shocked, unhappy with the end, but we can get into that more later.
Wow, there's going to be a fight by the end of the next episode.
Your opinions?
I'm saving it. I'm saving it till we get to that part of the show, everybody, because we've got to start with our judges and start with Jennifer Nettles and start with Mr. John Glosson, the boy who just tells a story by his song. What did you guys think of My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion?
I liked his version of it. It's very different from Celine's, obviously. I mean, he kind of took it and made it something different. Okay. But I liked it without the dance moves. I agree with Robin. Like there was something nice about that, to just hear his, strong vocals alone.
What were we going to say, Steph?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Steph?
I'm sorry.
That's right.
You know what? I'm not used to being on this side. I am
See?
so confused right now.
It's all the red and the hair.
True. We don't know, like, we look a lot alike. I didn't think he seemed as into it as last week. I think it was a beautiful song choice. When I heard what the song choice was, I was really excited because I think he's so talented. But he didn't seem as into it, and it wasn't as impressive as their duet last week. Like, their duet last week was like a tearjerker.
But, I mean, it's kind of hard, honestly, thinking of that song, Celine, that is an iconic song. So do you emulate her? Do you copy what she did, like J-Rome did last week with PYT and Michael Jackson? But then the judges will get on your case for copying the artist. He changed it up, I would say a little bit, but it's so hard. I mean, I'm just judging it by this performance. I liked it. I liked that there was finally some snippiness between Jennifer Nettles and some of the other judges.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, we need that.
Well,
yes.
she made an important announcement, Steph.
Oh, we're doing news and gossip already?
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
We're going with the punches.
I'm sorry.
Here.
This just goes right into why she might have been a little bit testy.
Ooh, all right.
Why is she testy?
Well, you know, she did announce her pregnancy this week, and she's expecting a baby.
What?
I know. So shocked. Yeah, so she's expecting her baby, they say, around November-ish. So that'll be great to...
Oh, so because she seems a little emotional throughout the season. You know, seems like she's about to cry. So
That's why she cries so much.
is it because of the pregnancy? It's not because of the talent of her superstars?
I mean, she does have two really talented people in this
I agree.
competition. I mean, 100%. But I felt like, honestly, her and John's chemistry they were a little off. I generally like them together, and it felt a little off in this performance for me.
Really? I don't know. I think you guys want to fight.
No, compared to last week. Like last week was so amazing, but I don't know if maybe he wasn't completely 100% satisfied with what he did with the song or how it was. I don't know. He just didn't seem as into it as last week, but it also could have had to do with it wasn't his performance, or not last week, the week before. I'm sorry. I wasn't here last week.
Yes, that's right. You were sorely missed. And also, a quick shout out to the Macedo twins who were, I believe they're still on tour with Stacey Jacks. So
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, keeping it in the Rock of Ages.
Keeping it real.
yeah.
Keeping it really, really real.
No, what I was gonna say is I did feel a connection. I did with John, but alas, two girls against one guy, so I'm voted down on this one. It's a democracy over here at AfterBuzz
There's a
TV.
reason why the table was set up this way.
I can't wait till next week till I'm on the other side. I'm just saying.
You're just not used to it.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, he got a standing O.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's so talented. He really is.
How many other people got standing O's on tonight's episode? I think it was just only one other person.
I think so, too.
Wasn't it her other?
Yes. A little bit of a segue. Yes, that's right. It was J-Rome.
J-Rome.
And he was, I have to say, one of my favorites of the night, for sure.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Okay.
I have another favorite.
You do? All right.
Yeah, we'll get to her.
Ooh.
It's a girl. Okay.
I know. But it was really interesting because he's never seemed nervous to me. As I said last week, the word that I hate, he has swagger. And he was really nervous. We saw that in that package. But he came out so strong in that performance.
Such a beautiful song, too.
Yeah.
I mean, for all these like singing competition shows, I always say never do Adele because you'll be losing, and because it's just so hard on those shows.
Right.
I just think it's just such a difficult. And Whitney's another person. Whitney and Jennifer Holiday. I am telling you, I think that is. Those are so hard. I mean, to tackle and to see J-Rome. He's been in the lead since day one. So I guess it was a calculated risk, and unfortunately. I'm kidding, it paid off.
I was going to say, you better watch yourself. He was my favorite of the night. He has incredible tone, and his control is really, he is a singer. He's a singer. So
he was emotional. I almost feel like I wanted to start at the show by saying, and then they were 5, but and then there were 2. Because really, I don't see anyone really challenging John or J-Rome.
Oh,
no, it's true.
Yeah, I was going to say I think that they will be the final 2, but there was another girl. I can't wait to get there, yeah.
All right, Stephanie, she's got her ace in the hole, okay, but with J-Rome, he emotionally was connected. He was about to cry during the song. So he gives you everything. He gives you the technique. He gives you, as you love, Stephanie, the swagger. And the boy is, I really think he has a career after this. And the judges would agree. The judges were all saying that he, I think it was Robin, your life and your career is unstoppable.
Yeah, I feel like he's not just some contestant where you're just going to be like, oh, he has that it factor. Whatever that is that you want to see him and you want to watch more of him, he definitely has it. And that's something that I feel like oftentimes on American Idol and X Factor, you see contestant come up and you're like, well, they're a good singer and like I guess they can kind of perform, but it feels like a karaoke performance in a lot of ways. And this, he never feels like a karaoke performance to me.
He takes every single song and makes it his own, and that is sometimes very challenging, especially with a Whitney song.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had a chance to sing "I Will Always Love You"? Have you ever, or is that? No, you said you like other songs from The Bodyguard, right?
Yeah. I like. I'm actually singing in a wedding. Shout out to my cousin Brooke. Hey, I'm actually singing. I forgot which Whitney song it is.
I'm Every Woman.
Please, I wish that would be Brooke. Let's change it. It's not "I Will Always Love You." It's her another really beautiful ballad. "I Believe in You and Me."
Oh.
And I've been practicing it for a couple months now. It's good. I mean, I've made it. Yeah.
Now, does that strike fear in you, like a little bit? Like, do you get a little nervous singing?
No. I mean, I love Whitney, and you said Adele. It made me smile a little bit when you said that, you know, people are kind of dead in the water when they sing Adele. Yeah. Not this girl.
Uh-oh.
Okay? I had a guy come up to me. I host a karaoke night at Lucky Strike LA Live every Sunday night. And I sang "Someone Like You." It's like my favorite Adele song.
Right, which I've heard. I believe I've heard it on your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
And you did slay it. I will say, I absolutely love
it.
You killed it.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those, I mean, really hard, and especially since Whitney has passed. Like, if you're gonna sing Whitney and you're gonna sing it on national television, you better not mess it up, because people will be like, "What were the producers thinking, letting them do that?"
Okay, but we got to find a chink. Is there a chink in J. Rome? Is there like a chink in his armor? Is there something?
Oh, yeah.
We're like, what?
What do you mean, JC? Sorry.
What are you talking about?
I was like, I'm missing something very cool.
I don't know. I like fell in love with him during this song. So right now, to me, he can do no wrong. So we'll see.
We're giving it to him already. So it's basically J. Rome with the duets.
Well, let's see
the
what
J. Rome
happens
show.
during the live shows.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to change with the live shows, because I think the teenage girl vote is gonna change things up a little bit, because I think you're gonna see possibly Kelly Clarkson's contestant who's left get some of that teenage girl love going.
Fantastic point.
Yeah.
I thought he's a game changer. I don't know why he stayed. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later, because it could bite all the judges in the behind just because of the teenage vote, because of the Philip Phillips, Sanjaya, and just...
I just feel like he's got that like One Direction, like all of that stuff. Like he just fits right into what's super popular with teenage girls right now.
I will say there is a slight chink in his armor, in J. Rome's.
What are you thinking?
And it was last week. He tends to be thin at times when he gets hot. Last week, and
you mentioned that.
In last week's performance, if you listen to it, when he and Jennifer were singing, Jennifer had that more like in her tone. She had like a richer voice, it seemed like. Help me with the term, you musical specialist. There was just like a thickness to Jen, and it seemed J. Rome he gets a little thin at times.
Oh, okay.
You know, when he's getting really high up there. This week he didn't show it. Maybe it was the song last week, and I said, ooh, because I'm trying to find something, because I don't want him to lead the whole way, because what's the drama in that?
That's true.
What kind of show is it going to be? I mean.
Well, I feel like this week he did show those fuller notes, but he did in weeks past have that issue where you felt like there was a little weakness. This was by far his best performance.
That could be too. He's maybe just pushing to get a little bit, like slightly higher than what he should, and it won't come out as powerful. And I mean, that could do him in if he wants to keep trying to do that.
Yeah. See, I'm just a fan of I'm a huge fan of all music shows. So if I were ever to sing, I'd probably like get like voice lessons or something. Could I get like voice lessons perhaps like on like Amazon, would you say?
I think that would be a great idea to get, go get like a vocal CD, start practicing a little. And if you wanted to do that, you can go to our website, AFTERBUZZTV.com, and click on the Amazon banner. And we have... just go ahead and click on it, and then it will take you over to the normal Amazon site, same prices, same everything, all the different products, and you can go ahead and make your Amazon order, and a little bit of it comes back to us, and keeps the lights on again.
There we
Keeps
go.
the lights on.
Yeah. Bottom line, keeps the lights on.
Yeah.
Speaking of lights, absolutely my favorite person on this whole show, besides J. Rome, Miss Kelly Clarkson.
Love.
She's so amazing.
She needs her own show. Absolutely. I don't outside after duets. She needs her own show. I don't care if it's talk show. I love her.
You know what? I really want to see her like life in Nashville. That's what I keep thinking about. Like, cause she brings such like a sweet heart to the show, and I feel like that's like her life in Nashville. And I kind of want like even a reality show with Kelly Clarkson.
I'm sure it would be entertaining. I'm sure she's not as sweet.
You don't think?
But no, I don't know. She seems very fiery. Like, she seems amazing. Like I think I would watch it. She's great.
Something about her that she has this star quality, and it's just, it doesn't matter if she's singing to the president or if it's, Wilma at Target. She'll be friends with all of them. It's something about her that's just very inviting, and it's invited, Jordan and her family. Jordan Meredith, who has always been kind of nervous, and hopefully, if she didn't have to wear shoes tonight, she could power through this performance, because we all know that Jordan is better without shoes.
Yes, as we discussed.
That's true.
You notice
she
that?
really is, like, when she didn't, like, I understand why they made her take her shoes off.
Yeah.
Like, it's like she gets scared and doesn't sing out, but she's got such a great voice. She's got a very Kelly-esque voice. I bet she has the same range and could do the same thing. She's just like, I don't know, nervous. If you've got it, flaunt it, girl.
Is it because of the youth?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, that they pointed out that both of her contestants are the two youngest in the competition. I feel like it may just be an intimidation factor at some point. And maybe, I think as a performer, you have to jump over that hurdle, obviously. But I think that you're kind of seeing them struggle with that, for sure.
Before I ask you if she jumped through the hurdle or not, did you
jump over the hurdle?
I don't know.
I think it's jump over the hurdle.
I don't think you can jump through hurdles.
I think it's over the hurdle.
I'm going to leave right now.
No, I think I messed that up initially. So.
No. I wanted to mention something about Jordan, and when Kelly and they were practicing in the rehearsal, and Kelly mentioned Bonnie Raitt, and she had no idea who Bonnie Raitt was.
I know.
And I'm like, okay, I understand there could be a generation gap, but actually last week Olivia sang a Bonnie Raitt song to keep her in the competition. Yeah. And I think Bonnie Raitt is someone would be a good pocket possibly for Jordan. Just the tonality and, the type of voice that Bonnie has. And to not know, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, she has so much more to go, honestly. Yeah. And I think the judges even said that.
Yeah, I feel like she's just figuring out like what's in her toolbox and what she still needs to go out and buy, if you will.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
And then she had to sing, of course, "Take My Breath Away," the classic from Berlin, Top Gun, 1986.
So good.
Oh, so good.
I just watched Top Gun the other day, and it's so good. I hadn't seen it probably since I was 1 year old when it came out.
You remember?
-5.
You remembered it when you were 1?
No, I did not. I've never watched it in its entirety in my adult life. So I went on Netflix and I was like, oh, Top Gun. Nice. So I watched it and I'm like hooked on it. Like I watched it like 3 times.
So it's
an amazing movie.
You
so
should buy it.
Very excited.
You should buy it on Amazon.
I should buy it on Amazon if you go through AfterBuzzTV.com.
Exactly.
Click on the Amazon link, and then it takes you to Amazon, and it keeps our lights on.
See, yes, there we go. Our lights are going to be on for a very long time after today's show. But what'd you guys think of the song? Be honest. Was she your favorite, Stephanie?
No.
Oh, you said it was a woman. So.
I know. I wanted to love her again. She's someone who I feel like has a lot of potential, and I'm always kind of rooting for that underdog. But it started off really weak for me. And I think even one of the judges mentioned that it was kind of, he felt like I think John mentioned that she seemed really nervous at the beginning. And then once Kelly joined her, it got better, but she's still using Kelly as that crutch. And so that really bothered me.
It's interesting that I'm so up in arms that she's gone. I really am very, very up in arms. But I didn't really, overall, her performance was underwhelming, I thought. And I thought she was pitchy. I thought she seemed really nervous and maybe should have taken her shoes off.
So you're surprised that she's gone, but she was underwhelming and just like...
But you know what? It was really awesome that her parents came.
Yeah, to see her daughter go home, see their daughter go home.
Yeah, to see their daughter go
made me
home.
Sad.
Yeah. And her reaction was so...
Just
she couldn't even talk.
Yeah, and
that just tells you how green she is. Honestly, I think, and it's nothing bad with that. way to go on your first experience on national TV on duets. So
no, I mean, and I remember being backstage at American Idol and seeing these contestants come back who had just found out that same news, and it's interesting to see kind of the range of emotion. Some people have been through rejection before, and like, yes, it's obviously on a larger stage on American Idol, but they like know how to handle it. And then some people, you're just like, it's okay, like we're gonna do this interview, but then you can take a break and enjoy your life again. Like, it's okay.
No, it really is funny once you don't make something like that, because as we all know, nobody turned their chairs on The Voice for me.
Yes, if our fans don't know, Winter Rae, she was on last season of The Voice.
Yeah, season 2 of The Voice. Yeah.
What song did you sing anyway?
I sang "Take a Bow" by Rihanna.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a little low for me. I have a little bit of a higher. But I was stoked to do the song. I don't know. I thought I looked great. I thought I sounded good.
Did you pick the song, or are you given a list of songs that you're supposed to perform?
You were given a list, and
you were? Okay.
a big list, like 200 songs, and you get to order them and what you want to sing, most to the least, and then because if on those shows, like if you get to choose if everybody chooses their own song, you're gonna get 200 people singing Adele and Mariah Carey.
Okay. How sad would that be?
So,
as like a
no, the reason I ask is because I wonder if this goes on. Well, even though the superstars, I'm sure, get to they have most of the influence, but I'm sure that there's a list of songs for them, possibly 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You think,
Well, they all have to get them approved, like, the rights to the song. I mean, even if they wanted to do something, like, ABC still has to get the rights to that song so they can, like, switch around.
Yeah, so you at least get a list to, to show you, like, these are the options that you're going to have.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm glad that you guys were so kind with Jordan and everything, because it was hard to see her go like that, but I'm going to keep it real. Girl was pitchy.
But okay.
She was so pitchy from the get. It killed me because I think she has a dynamic voice. I really do. Once she can fix that confidence, she has that range, but just week after week after week, she's got some of the Olivia-itis. Because remember, Olivia would get, the last few weeks, she was really pitchy. But see, I agree with you totally on that performance. But when I was judging the final 2, and I'm sure we'll get more into this,
like, that's when it became shocking to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the choice, because, she was pitchy. How do you get back on key? Or is it once you're off, you're off?
No, it's not once you're off at all. It's just you hit a bad note and you move past it. Like, it's like if you trip over your own feet, you get up and you keep going. Like, it's the same type of thing. Like, the only reason why somebody would continue being off is because they were nervous and they're thinking too much. It's like you just keep moving forward with the song, because if you hit one wrong note and everything else is great, or it gets better and greater after that, nobody's going to remember the one wrong note. So,
So that's because John Legend, who I think could be the one who could keep it real, he even said, y'all sounded very nice. Really? No.
Oh, I know.
I noticed he's very, very, he compliments a lot when he feels that, or this is my opinion. In my opinion, he compliments a lot when he feels that the person needs it and needs to be. He seems like a very uplifting guy. And I think that's great about him.
Right.
But somebody needs to be the jerk. Isn't Robin kind of like the guy who...
I don't see. Robin's more like the, oh, it was cute, I liked the way you were dressed guy, who...
He's more like, I like the onions and the tomatoes in your sandwich. Made it sound like, those are his weird comparisons.
Yeah, exactly. And you need someone on this show who can kind of break it down. And I hope Jennifer Nettles is going there and but she's still not quite being that person. Like, she's like, it was lovely, and then they're in the bottom spot, and you're like, wait, it can't be lovely, and you gave them a 0. Like, there has to be some.
So you're saying they need, like with John Legend, he needs to give more encouragement to those ones that are shaky, those nervous, like, let's say Jason. Moving on to Jason. Right. Is it Farrell? Jason Farrell.
Farrell,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, I immediately thought he was in trouble when he picked Come What May, or actually Kelly did.
Okay.
I love the song.
I love the song. I love the song on the Moulin Rouge soundtrack. What did they do to it? I didn't recognize the song. I was like, this isn't Come What May. Like, didn't. It's cool to change up a song, but when you change it up and it makes it the most boring song in the competition, I feel that that's, And I couldn't hear him in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, I think that she should have taken it up a half step for him because he's got a higher range.
And I think everyone pretty much, like the judges
Everybody
all said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed like a bad song arrangement for him overall.
The last note was great, though. He really held that out.
Note of the night, the champion note. I call it the hero note. Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean,
Yeah, he did great.
They sounded good in rehearsal. I thought they sounded good in rehearsal, and then when I saw it on stage, I was like,
he ran into an Olivia problem again. Wasn't Olivia the one who always sounds great in rehearsal and then used to get up there and just kind of, you're just like, oh, it was so good in rehearsal. What happened? Oh, I want you to do well.
But aside from us just saying it was not good, but why? What you said they started too low.
You couldn't hear him, like, and I was at first I thought maybe he needed to hold the microphone closer, but he had the microphone all the way up to his mouth, so it was just too low for him, and I think he needed to just take a big breath from the gut and like tighten his diaphragm because that's all it takes to get those notes out. He needs to work on. Oh no. That's a different artist.
But
the song was boring.
No, I was just going to say that I felt like Kelly Clarkson kind of overpowered him, which it was not great for him because normally she's really good at kind of making her artist shine. I think that that's one of her strongest points as a mentor.
Right.
And she kind of overpowered him. And then can I also just briefly say his wardrobe was not helping him out last night.
What was wrong with it?
He looked so uptight.
Yeah, it was just like his shoulders, like there was something ill-proportioned about the jacket, and I just wanted to put him in. I had like a whole nother outfit that I just wanted to put him in.
He couldn't stop sweating either. It was clearly too heavy. Like,
yeah,
give the kid a break. Like, he's on national TV for the first time. He doesn't have the support of his family.
Yeah,
I know, poor guy. It's like him against the world.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
He did look uncomfortable.
I wanted him to be in like something like jeans and like a white T-shirt and then like a light
West Side Story.
Like,
what's going on?
Like black blazer kind of thing. Just like a lower key, like show his cool side. He's a teenager. Like, give him a break. And it just felt like this heavy jacket that you would see like a 50-year-old man wear. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Do we blame ABC on that? Because actually, you brought up a great point. Because I noticed I've always talked about the styling on the show and with Caduce because I always pay attention to what they wear. And Caduce, even I don't know if they share the same stylist, but his stuff looked. There's like a lot of extra fabric. On the, and they should tighten it a little more, you know. And Caduce is more of kind of like he's got a little more hip style to him. So they're putting him in these very Monsignor suits, you know, and it's like
I wanted to see him in like a leather jacket one week or like something that shows like I remember him from TRL,
right.
And like he used to, you know, have a different kind of style.
He had swag.
Yeah. Going back to that word, love it. But
I imagine that they have a stylist team and have some say.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't think that they wouldn't. On The Voice, there was like 3 rooms dedicated to wardrobe, which is clothes everywhere, and we just went in and tried on like a ton of different outfits, and we totally, like, if we hated something and felt uncomfortable, they weren't going to put us in it, you know?
Maybe Jason needs to speak up because it seems like to me
it.
he's like the guy that just kind of takes everything. He's always resigned to the fact that he's going to leave at any minute. Like for weeks, it seems.
Bad attitude to have.
Yeah, and it's not. It's just him. I don't know if he's shy or he just needs to take charge of the moment. But I mean, even down to the clothes. I mean, just say, I want to wear something else.
No, I think you have to know on that kind of show before you walk through the door, at least from what I've experienced at American Idol, who you are as a performer. Like, I want to be a country singer. I want to do this. If you walk in not knowing what you want to do, you're going to have 100 voices in your head telling you, do this, do this, do this. And I think that can be really confusing and really mess with you.
Heck, we tried to put Winter Rae in a AfterBuzz polo, and she nearly threw that cup at me. So I'm just saying.
Said no.
No polos.
I said no polos.
Yeah, you own your style, right?
Yeah, I do. And you can give me that polo, and I'll take it home, and I'll turn it into a dress.
I didn't mean to cut you off. You were going to say something towards the end about Jason.
Oh yeah. It's also, I think, a product of his, environment growing up. Clearly not. It seems like his dad has always been very take charge. He hasn't really been able to make decisions on his own yet. So maybe that's what part of the whole wardrobe and not sticking up for himself as much.
Yeah, I wrote down when I was watching him, like, I feel like a drama program or a music program at a college would really help him. Like, just grow up, get that college experience, and then go out and do it at 22 or 23.
Do you think maybe he has a future perhaps more in musical theater?
Who said that?
One of the judges said that. Yeah.
I think Jennifer.
Yeah. Actually, I think that would be a really good route for him to go because he's got that kind of. He's got a great range.
He does have a beautiful voice. It's just hopefully he believes it soon.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he needs lessons from the Love Machine. He needs a little confidence from Mr. Robin
Thicke.
Ooh la la. Oh, look at the girls are swooning. Wow.
I saw Robin Thicke in concert, and he just like thrusted the whole time. It was amazing.
But did he sing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I think you just were.
I was just staring at his pants.
Okay, okay.
You're like, I don't know where to go.
I'm like,
it is what it is. It's Robin Thicke, and
yeah, he's very, very dynamic and very sexual on stage, and that's totally what he's going for.
And picking up from like the Bee Gees, who were like Robin Thicke was before him. You know?
Yeah.
With Staying Alive.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think? I don't know. I didn't like Robin singing the Bee Gees.
Me neither. I thought he ruined it. I thought this was the best vocal performance from her. She really kind of came out in power, but I did write down she needs to do like a Ciara-esque song. Ooh. That's what kind of singer she is, because she does have a really sweet little kind of voice, but she doesn't have power behind her voice. She's not like a diva vocalist. But I think if she were to do like a Ciara type thing, like she would nail it.
Something a little more like, I've always called her like Nora Jones or Aaliyah, and she's got that soft tone.
Yeah,
but
like that.
She's just like jazz club. I feel like if you go into a jazz club, she's like the person I would want to see at the jazz club.
Yeah.
But the thing that bothered me about the performance more than anything was that I felt like Robin, at least at the beginning, that first a couple bars, it was all about, before she came out, it was like, this is the Robin show.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's duets. Like, make it about each other, or about your chemistry or whatever. And then it was, by the end, they had great chemistry together. But in the beginning, I always want him to like really embrace the duet format, I guess.
And I know, Winter, you've always said the show is called Duets, but I want to see the amateurs start the songs.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, who was it? John Legend, who did the whole first verse of the whole half of one of the songs, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
I'm like.
And that's the same thing that happened to me, because I was like, yeah, and it was hard. Like someone mentioned, I was reading one of the blogs and saying, why did Robin try to imitate the Bee Gees? And because he has a beautiful voice himself, why didn't he just do it how he would do it? And then, still keep it close to the essence of the song, but you can't do what the Gibbs were doing in this. You can't. It's too high.
I don't think he pulled it off either.
Yeah.
I was just like, Robin. And then I think she's sweet. She needs to work on her breathing, but I think she has potential.
I think Stephanie and I loved her from the audition.
Yeah, that was like the first week we were like, it's all about Olivia. And she did have a really good performance this week, but she still has a lot to prove, I feel like, now.
I'm not on your team, guys. I'm going to downgrade her. I didn't think she was that great this week. I thought she was better.
Yeah.
Oops. I thought she was better.
Watch it.
Sorry, AfterBuzz property. No, I thought she was better, but still, when they sang together, and then when it was her time to sing solo, because as I was writing, I was like, oh, I think she's gonna be better this week. And then she sang by herself, and I still noticed that it's a sweet tone, but like you said, no power. How far is she gonna get? Is she gonna be a backup singer, or is she gonna be what?
Yeah.
You know what? I think that backup singers for artists are often better than the artist, so I don't think she's going to be a backup singer.
Ooh.
I mean, it's true. The backup singers have to be amazing, and they've got to be like on point and very powerful. But I think that she has potential as a solo artist. She just needs to start doing the right. But you were right, Aaliyah, Ciara-esque. I think that kind of music very soft, because Aaliyah, she was very, very soft voice and not a big range either, but really beautiful, sweet voice, and I think that she has that.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen next week when they go live.
I know.
It's
going to be awesome.
I know. Now we're finally really going to see, because who's got it.
Yeah.
I think John and J-Room should be fine, but the rest I'm really concerned about.
Yeah.
Think about Jason. Oh my God. Oh, you mean
what
I'm
is he gonna do?
I'm live. Oh my God.
What is he gonna do?
I hope the best for him. I really do. I just, who knows? They, like in American Idol, Kelly Clarkson. When she started out, she was kind of in the middle of the pack. It wasn't until about midway through that season that she shot up.
Yeah.
So honestly, I thought Jordan was going to be that. I did.
Me too.
When the show started, I thought she had the most growth potential.
Yeah, and she had a few good performances when her shoes were off, where you were just like, yes, you're doing it. This is what I wanted to see from you. And then she like somehow took steps back. And
she took like 2 giant leaps backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
really disappointing because she was getting so much better. I don't know. I wonder what happened.
You can tell we were rooting for her.
She should call in.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
We want to talk to her.
Yeah, if you guys make sure to give us a call at, what is it, 424-256-1729.
nice.
I'm gonna find out what her Twitter handle is and start tweeting her.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hit her up for sure. But we still got one guy left, and that's
Right.
Mr. John Legend.
Yeah.
The cantankerous, the unemotional John Legend. So he almost cried tonight.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost got it. Yeah.
So
What'd you
Bridget.
guys? Yeah, what'd you guys think of Bridget?
I liked Bridget. She
Yeah?
was, I marked it, yes, as
Oh,
my
this is the
other,
one.
other favorite.
Okay.
And I haven't been on the Bridget train throughout the season, in all honesty, but I just thought that it was a great song choice for her and that she had really good chemistry with John and actually kind of held her own. And that was really, really nice to see. Again, want to see more from her, but still, great step in the right direction.
Yeah, I felt she was the most entertaining on stage tonight. And it was an awesome song. She's got a great voice. She really does. And from 2 weeks ago to this week, this was just so much more entertaining for me. She seems to be letting loose.
So could it be a
Let it all
3-horse
out,
race?
girl. It could be.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the dress. Very Tina-esque.
Yeah.
The color.
I like when she was like, yeah, check it.
Oh, she felt good. You could, the girl was just working out. I want to set this on fire. But
Yeah.
I love her energy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm going to be the Simon of the group. She is great, but I do see a ceiling for her. I don't see her being like a superstar. I don't.
I agree because it's not. She has an amazing voice, but it's been heard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's been done by many.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she definitely could, but she would have to get a team behind her and come up with some amazing material. Like,
Okay.
yeah. But I think she's got a great voice, and it'd be awesome if she was a songwriter too.
That was the next thing I was going to ask.
I'm really interested to find out, are we going to find these things out about these artists or?
So we can care about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what we're still waiting on is really caring about them, knowing their story. We know a few things like his parents are this and this and that, but we don't really know who they are. And I feel like that's the biggest struggle that
Yeah.
we have.
Well, do you think shows like Idol, The Voice, and whatnot, they have a few more weeks for us to get to know the artist? Like even in Idol has like those 72 weeks of the audition phase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So deep down inside, they devote like maybe 30 seconds to like these artists that make it all the way to May, to the live performances, and you care about them. But this seems like just the show's still trying to figure itself out, so we don't have a chance. Like finally, right now, we're kind of sad with what's going on with Jordan, because we finally have seen her for 5 weeks, and you're starting to root for her. You're starting to get there, and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
she's
Her
gone.
parents are here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You just want her to succeed, and I think that that's what happens, or at least for me as a viewer, around 6 contestants, I start to really care about everyone, and then I'm like, oh, it's so sad. But 8 or 9 contestants, I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like this
Right.
is confusing.
Well, this show in particular, like you said, they're still trying to figure it. The show's still trying to figure it out. It's the first season. Hopefully there's another, because I want to see how these live rounds go. But we didn't really learn anything much like about these contestants. They're not really on the. I don't know.
It seems more about the superstars still a little bit
yeah.
instead of the contestants.
Maybe
Or
that's in their contract.
possibly. It's funny though. We're all kind of like Team Bridget this week. We liked what she did to a degree. You guys a little more, but Kelly did not.
No.
You remember Kelly? She actually said that you didn't go anywhere with the song. There wasn't a lot to do with the song, and they cut to John, and John gives her like the evil eye. He gave her like the hairy eyeball.
know.
That was awesome. I was like, finally, maybe a fight. I want to fight. I want to see something.
You're just like, I want drama.
I do.
You know what I think would really help with the drama on this show is if we could.
If they had Doberman pinchers underneath the stage, if they messed up, they threw them to the. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
sorry,
throw
Stephanie.
them to the dogs. I gotcha. But no, I think that if we had like some backstage, like if Kelly ran backstage before her her performer went out and was like, here's the last minute notes. And then, you know, you saw the performance. And then afterwards, like, okay, here's what we could have done better. Let's team up for next week. Like getting a little bit of that backstage, I think it's how you could differentiate the show and add a little drama. Because right now you have a bunch of superstars who are super nice to everyone.
That's a fantastic idea. ABC, if you're listening, please listen to Stephanie Wenger. That is a golden nugget. Honestly, because they even cut when Kelly's like walking off stage, getting to her chair, and Caduce is telling him, "Let's see where you ended up on the board, even though you're the first person that went." Even though this week he didn't, he actually said, "We know you're in first, so at least you made."
Yeah, appreciated that.
Kudos to Caduce on that. Thank you. But okay, now. Actually, you know what? Before we go into the showdown, news, notes, and predictions, let's take a little commercial break, give us a little breather, and let everyone know you're watching AfterBuzz TV.
Hey there, good buddies. The handle's Woolly Bear. I'm a truck driving man, but I'm not that old school kind of truck driving man, no. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm driving through these great United States of ours. And my favorite podcasts in the world are from AfterBuzz TV. And why? Because AfterBuzz TV is like a post-game wrap-up show for all your favorite TV shows, like Jersey Shore, Dancing with the Stars, Mad Men, and a whole truckload more. I like listening to my Gossip Girl podcast, catching up with all my fellow fans and getting all the latest news and gossip. No, I got some strong opinions. And AfterBuzz TV lets me share those opinions with thousands of other listeners. Woo-wee, what a feeling. I used to doze off on those lonely stretches of road. And don't worry, I got the cruise control. But now I'm wide awake and listening to all the AfterBuzz TV goodness. Check them out, give them a holler, and tell them the old Woolly Bear sent you.
All right, and we're back. All right, so we've got all our contestants. Were you surprised who the bottom two were, even though they kept telling us every 5 minutes after every singer went?
Yeah, I know. It was a mathematical game of figuring out, okay, this is the bottom two, guys. It could be this.
Were you surprised on the bottom two with Jason and Jordan being both of Kelly's proteges?
I think that I actually wasn't too surprised because we've seen Kelly's contestants struggle over the course of the last episodes, and so it wasn't that shocking to have them both. I was surprised that they allowed both of her contestants to be in the bottom. I would have thought that they wanted the drama of having two teams in the bottom.
Yeah.
But logically, it did make sense.
Really?
I was not surprised.
You were not surprised?
No.
Yeah.
So then what's Kelly doing wrong? Is Kelly doing something wrong, or could it, I think part of the blame is on Kelly.
I think that it's sometimes the song choice. His song choice was clearly way too low for him. And did you hear she got defensive because somebody was like it was too low, and she goes, "I will just say that it is a tenor song."
Right.
He's clearly not. Maybe he's like a tenor one.
Okay.
Like, you know, maybe he's not a tenor two, but so yeah, I mean, of course I think the coach is a little bit to blame. She has a big don't they pick the songs? That's what I'm understanding from the show, is that the coaches pick the songs.
Yeah, or go together. It seems like she's picking her favorite songs instead of what could possibly help them win or help the contestant, shine the most.
Right. I love Kelly. I just feel like maybe the issue could be song choice for sure, or possibly that the other superstars did a better job of choosing contestants in the beginning, and she didn't know quite what to look for because it is the first season. And I mean, I think anyone would have trouble selecting, these amazing singers just when you're trying to find two amazing singers. That's a big, tall order. But, I think she's trying, and she seems really supportive of them. I mean, because they do have less experience than some of the others on the show.
So with that said, so we have Jason, Jordan, showdown.
Dun dun dun.
Did the judges make the right choice on who to send home?
Based off of their performances on the show, yes. Based off of their performances at the solo showdown, no.
No.
She outsang him by a mile.
Yeah.
She kept the time. He did not. He chose a great song, but did you notice that the audience tried to clap? And they couldn't, because he wasn't. Yeah, it was very awkward. And I just thought that she was the better performer. I mean, she's the better performer.
I am right on your page. I felt like For most of the show, I would totally agree that Jordan should go home and he should stick around. And I think they really want him to be in the live shows for that teenage girl vote. I mean, that was pretty clear. I think they even mentioned, like, you'll do so great in the live shows. If he can, like, get some confidence, I think that could be really true for him. And you could see him shine in the next couple weeks. But that being said, if you're just judging off that final performance, he fell so flat. And she showed something that we haven't seen from her since the barefoot performance. And I was like, if you can continue to do that, I want you to stay here. And so, yeah, it was sad to see her leave for sure.
Yeah, no, you brought up a great point about the timing. I didn't know how he went wrong, but I knew it was wrong. What Jason's saying, because that's I don't, it was Mama Knows Best. It just seemed awkward to me, and I couldn't put my finger on it why. And now that you said it's because he wasn't keeping the timing to the song.
He was all over the place. Like, he was speeding up, slowing down, slowing way down, and then speeding really fast. Like, it was really weird. Like, just tap your foot or like tap your hand on your side or something.
Is that why the artists are usually like tapping their microphone?
They're keeping time.
They're keeping time that way. Okay.
Yeah.
I just learned that. Wow.
I tap my little foot. I tap my little footsie on the ground.
Yeah, but she did I'm telling you, Jennifer Holliday, and it was
a brilliant song choice, by the way. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was like, oh my God, how is she taking on this song? And she did the best that she could, which was more than adequate. I thought she was fantastic. She didn't do what Jessica Sanchez did from Idol or even what Miss Holiday did. But she did what Jordan Meredith does to the song.
That's what I was just about to say, bringing up Jessica Sanchez. I think that for me, like, all I could think was, like, Jessica Sanchez blew this song out of the water. Like, one of the best Idol performances ever. And then I was like, ooh, like, it was making it her own, and it was cool and kind of whatever, but it didn't quite stand up to that performance, for sure.
Yeah, and so I guess they ended up basing it on the fact of throughout the whole show. You know, why they got rid of Jordan over Jason. I was heartbroken to see her go. When she was crying, there was a difference between her and Melania. This is where you can see that Melania is a bit of a pro.
Yeah.
You know, she's been around. You know, she knew who to thank. She was grateful for the experience. It was almost like a beauty pageant answer.
Well, yeah, it really was. And when they asked Jordan if she had anything to say, before they said to Kelly, she was like, it looked like she was mad. Like, she looked mad. And I was like, oh, you poor girl. And then to Kelly, and then she was like, oh, yeah. But Kelly saved her.
Yeah. And you know what? And before that, it seemed like Jason thought he was going home. You know,
he always thinks he's leaving. And eventually, Jason, you're going to. Yeah. So just, like, take advantage of when you're there, you know?
Well, now I guess you know we've talked about the pregnancy, so there goes our news. And do we have?
So sorry, I totally blew that one right out.
That's fine.
No, it's good to get it. That's a big announcement. Good to get it in the beginning.
Yeah. So let's move on to some predictions.
And now
they should flicker the lights when this goes on, like
ooh, keep it all haunted house.
You know what, Steph? I think next week you should come like with like a little like hat and like a little crystal ball for the predictions. You can be our little shaman.
I could just make it go.
That would be so cool.
Can I bring my 8-ball and just be like and ask questions of the 8-ball?
Yes.
Do that for sure. All right, so next week we go live. And is it going to change the game?
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope it makes it really exciting and, you know, and a little less, you know, feeling just the judges are a little, or the superstars are just a little more forthcoming.
Yeah, it seems a little stilted. And they haven't told us who's voting, if it's America that's going to get to vote. How have they broken that down yet?
No.
So I think they're figuring it out as we do.
I wonder if the live shows are just going to be live, but I wonder if they're not going to do the audience voting. I wonder if it's still just going to be the judges or something. Because that's really weird that they wouldn't tell us anything about that, right?
In advance, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, the show itself got shuffled around due to the NBA Finals. Yeah. So, and I know a lot of fans are like, where can I find it? When's it going to be on? And I know next week it'll be back on at its normal time. Thursdays at 9/8 Central. So, definitely that'll be good. So, you know, get some consistency. But for the live performances, I'm going to put it out right now. I think Bridget's going home. What? Yes.
Not okay.
Uh-oh, Steph and I are going to fight.
Oh.
I know. Getting some drama, at least at the AfterBuzz
All right,
studio.
so Miss Stephanie, Miss Entertainment Guru, who's going home? Who do you think's going home? Since I already said Bridget, I won't fight you.
I think Jason is definitely in danger. And I know.
How can he go home? You said it yourself. He's got all the teen fangirls.
True. I mean, it could, the live performances, I could change everything. Like, I'll come in here next week and have a total new favorite. I promise you. But, actually, no, I won't. I'll still love J-Realm. But,
Yeah, me too.
But that being said, I think that the other person who really needs to shine next week to stay in it is Olivia.
Oh, I forgot about Olivia.
See, she does need to watch out.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, so music specialist, you're the deciding vote. She says Olivia, I say Bridget. Guru of all music. What do you? Who's going home?
I would love to say Jason, but he just keeps lucking out. So I think he'll get better. Who knows? Like maybe maybe that's gonna be the fire that he needed to get going. So although I would love to say him, I'm gonna say.
No.
We're doing a drum roll.
I think if it's between Olivia and Bridget, I'm going to say Bridget. I think that Olivia is younger and can and has more star potential.
All right.
Wait. Yeah, I got it.
So okay, so there you have it. We have two. And hey, Ben, who do you think's going home? He's like
all of them.
All right, so that about does it, guys.
Yeah.
So got the hook. So. Winter, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter and Facebook at The Winter Rae. And you can check out my YouTube at The Winter Rae 1. And I just released a couple new songs. They're unmixed tracks, but they're originals. I just finished recording them. And
Nice.
I put those on my SoundCloud, which is The Winter Rae.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So please check it out. Let me know what you think.
You got 100 ways to go and find you, and you should, because her music is awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm at Stephanie Wenger on Twitter, and so go check it out.
Also, all right. Now, and you can always find me at The Everyday Man. And actually follow me on my YouTube channel. It's In Hollywood TV, where I got a nifty little interview with Carmen. Yes, they've got about a 250,000,000 views, and we have them on In Hollywood TV. Tell us about their new projects and whatnot. And of course, you can find all of us at AfterBuzz TV. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.